Hi, my name is Joseph Bellesheim. This is the interview project for Mr. Petrucci's class. First question, tell me about yourself. Hi, my name is Joseph Bellesheim. I am a senior at Temple University. I am majoring in actuarial science with a minor in management information systems. I am graduating next winter. For the past 8 years, I've been on a rowing team. I tried out for the rowing team at my high school, and once I made the team, I stuck with it. Since my freshman year at Temple, I've been on the rowing team. It has been an amazing experience, and I will miss it when I am done. I chose actuarial science because I find numbers and statistics interesting. I also joined Gamma Iota Sigma at Temple. Gamma Iota Sigma is the actuarial science of risk management student professional organization. I found that joining Gamma Iota Sigma has contributed more to my education than I could have imagined. From the Wednesday guest lecture series to the Friday workshops, it has helped create the path that I want to follow when I graduate. From the previous jobs I've had, I think I would be good in a consulting sort of job. I get along well with people that I recently meet, and I find that I can make friends pretty quickly. Last summer when I worked at Enterprise Rent-A-Car, I remember helping many customers that were in bad situations. Many customers were recently in car accidents or their cars had been stolen. I needed to help them. I have a bunch of hobbies. One of my hobbies is building computers. When I was younger, I used to go out into the garbage and pick out broken computers and bring them home and try and fix them. Some I was able to fix, some were beyond repair. My parents used to love when I brought all that stuff home. Another hobby I'm very interested in is cars. I like learning about the new technologies that are being introduced into cars, as well as the history of car companies. This is why I'm excited to hear about Nissan bringing back the Datsun brand. In the Wall Street Journal, it talks about how Nissan wants to bring Datsun back to have a lower cost alternative to Nissan. The Datsun name hasn't been around in over 30 years. Datsun will start selling in 2014. The second question is, tell me about a significant accomplishment in your life. One significant accomplishment in my life was winning the Dadville Regatta my freshman year. This is a major accomplishment for me for a couple different reasons. One reason is 6 of the 8 people in that boat were freshmen. We were rowing up against guys that had a lot more experience than we did. Another reason this is such a big accomplishment for me is the amount of work that everybody in the boat put in to get faster and get in better shape. It's amazing watching 8 months of hard work come to fruition. One example was working out with the seniors. The seniors exerted an expert power that we all looked up to. We listened to every single word they said. One of their favorite sayings was, "Pride is what you do when nobody's watching." We used to watch them and work out with them. With every workout, we got in better shape and our technique became more refined. We had an undefeated season going into our last race, the Dadville Regatta. Unfortunately, we got ranked second because Michigan had also had an undefeated season. We lined up at the starting line, and we were all confident that we were going to win. We had been rowing together as a boat for about 3 months then, and we all had trust in each other that we'd been working out. We ended up winning the race by open water, which is just over 3 seconds. Question number 3. Tell me about something you learned in class. Something that I learned in class was that the Human Resource Department has a lot more responsibilities than I originally thought. Before this class, I thought the Human Resource Department was only in charge of hiring and firing people. There are many different roles that the Human Resource Department are actually in charge of. One area they are in charge of is keeping employees happy. This is pretty difficult because every employee has different things that make them happy. They need to figure out what employees like and try and meet those for those employees. Another thing that the Human Resource Department are also in charge of is developing a company culture. By creating a company culture, they also develop the value, visions, and goals for the company. The best culture is a balanced culture, which allows adjustment to the situation if it changes. Balanced culture also leads to enacted values. These values are what the employees follow when they're at work. The culture is dependent on the enacted values. If the employees do not demonstrate these enacted values, there will be a disconnect between the company and the employees. Finally, the Human Resource Department is in charge of workers, both motivating workers, both intrinsically and extrinsically. Intrinsic motivation is difficult for the Human Resource Department to create. These examples of this are being happy, accomplishing something, and just bettering oneself. Extrinsic motivators are something that the Human Resource Department are much easier to create. These include rewards, pats on the back, or just recognition from a higher up. Some companies unfortunately use extrinsic demotivators, such as threats of night classes or demotion or pay cuts. It's unfortunate that companies use this because employees do not react well to coercive power. Something else that the Human Resource Department is in charge of is the different types of leadership that the leaders in the company show. Coercive power should not be used in business. It does not work out well because it makes the employees have a negative opinion about themselves, which is never good for anybody. Having learned about all the different types of powers, I think expert power is the best one. Expert power has to do with people having experience and knowledge in a particular field before they join in on a task. This is Joseph Bellesheim. Thank you for your time.